Raw Vision video is brought to you by Metro Solar, proud partner of the Richmond Football Club. G'day Tiger fans, welcome to Raw Vision, and it's the spotlight on round two. The Tigers take on the Bulldogs at the MCG on Saturday afternoon. It's our home game, and as I will be joined every week by Brendon Lade here on the spotlight. Lady, how's the mood around the club this week?
Oh, it's been very good. We obviously had a good win against Carlton. It feels like about 2 or 3 weeks ago now, obviously on that Thursday night. So, look, it was a good start of the season, and good to get off to a 1-0 start. It's better than last year being 0-1. So, look to build on this week against the Bulldogs.
And certainly the Bulldogs, they look good. They had a good game against West Coast last week. It's going to be a tough battle. Yeah,
definitely. They had lots of shots of goal, lots of stoppages, lots of goals from stoppages. So a bit of pressure on me this week in the stoppage setups to get them right. But look, we're looking forward to playing them at the G. Well,
let's have a look at the team. Obviously, Brett Deledio out through suspension for the 1 week. And what a fantastic story this is, Lady. Kane Lambert comes in for his first game. He wouldn't have picked this about 6 months ago.
No, he's a little shy kid running around just wondering what he was doing here on a rookie list, and all of a sudden he's on the main list, and now he's going to play his first game. So look, we're really excited. Adds a lot of run to our side and ball winning ability, and can kick goals. So we're looking forward to him playing.
What did you like most about him over the pre-season? He must have had a really good attitude to elevate himself this quickly.
Yeah, his attitude, but mainly for us is his running ability. He covers the ground both offensively and defensively really well. So, look, we're looking forward to him seeing what he can do on a big ground at the MCG. Played on small grounds of the VFL, so get him on the MCG and he could run ragged around the Bulldogs boys.
We look forward to seeing him out there. Let's have a look at some of the Daycore matchups now. And one matchup I think may eventuate is Stringer v Rand. Stringer was really good last week, kicked the 3 goals, but he's just a real competitor in that forward line for the Dogs.
Yeah, he's been dangerous for a couple of years now down there. He went back in the VFL last year for a couple of games, but come back and played really well, and kicked 3 goals. He's played well in the NAB Cup. So if Rance goes to him, hopefully he can lock him down, because he's good in the air and on the ground.
Let's have a look at another matchup now, and Dustin Martin last week was tagged by Simon White, Lady. So I think this week maybe Picken may go to him. I know there's a lot of options through our midfield, but he may be first option. Yeah,
Pickens, he's done Dustin before and Cochin, so it'll be interesting to see what they do with Dustin. Obviously, White did a pretty good job on him last week. If Dustin goes forward, I dare say Picken will take him, but if he's on ball, maybe Wallace will go to him. So we're looking for a big improvement from Dustin this week.
If early in the game he is getting that hard tag like he was last week, Dusty, would you move him forward and isolate him a little bit more this week?
Yeah, we can do that. We did it a little bit last week, put him forward in the second quarter and he kicked the goal straight away. So that's always handy for Dustin. And look, he can go to half back for stages as well. So we're probably just going to move him around a little bit more. Yeah.
Lady, you mentioned earlier the Dogs' strength is that forward 50 stoppage work, and we'll have a look at a bit of the footage here. Now they kick 5 goals from it, and that man there, Bontempelli's dangerous.
Yeah, he's very dangerous around the clearances. He's taller than most mids and wins the ball really well, and can kick some really good goals. Saw last year, I think he nearly won goal of the year. Yeah. So, but you can see here they've got a lot of they won a lot of free kicks down here. They're smart when they go for the ball. They know how to turn their heads and get them in the position where they do get a free kick. But in saying that, they do put lots of pressure on down there. They had 25 tackles last week, so something we've got to be aware of, and hopefully we can counteract that.
So they do like to create a lot of stoppages inside their forward 50, the Dogs?
Yep, definitely. I think they had about 24 last week, so normally correlates to how many tackles you have. So big thing for us is to make sure we intercept that ball and get it out as quick as we can.
And they do like to lock it into their forward line. So our defenders, what's the plan coming out of defence? Just got to be patient and try and use the ball, or do you try and run through that tackle pressure?
Probably a little bit of both. There'll be times when we'll have to run through it, and there'll be times where we'll kick our way through it as well. So we'll give the players the decision to make out there, whatever they think's the best. But if it's not going well, we'll make a decision up in the box.
I think all Tiger fans have been wrapped this week with the 2 inclusions last week in McIntosh and Hunt, and they were just outstanding. Their running ability was a real bonus for the team.
Yeah, it's something we needed to address in the off-season, was our running ability through our midfield, and obviously we've got Brandon Ellis, who's an elite runner, but bringing these 2 guys in was great for us, and look, they both played really well, and the challenge for them is to do it again this week against another oppo.
11 bounces between them, that's something you'd like to see?
Yeah, I think we had the most bounces we've had for 5 or 6 years and through our midfield, so Look, Camden had 5 in one bit of play, and Taylor did it as well. So, look, we hope they can get that same kind of that output again. But you know, I'm sure the Bulldogs will come to close it down. He's
a rare unit, Camden, is he?
He's a little bit different, yeah.
Oh, we enjoy that. The Dog, I guess, lesser lights. Not that they're not very good players, but they get under the guard a little bit. Ling John and Jason Johannesson last week were absolutely outstanding.
Yeah, Lin Jong played really well against us last year. He went to Sean Grigg and played really well on him, and also got a bit of the ball. But his role's probably changed a little bit now. He plays inside and outside, and look, he can run really well, and he's a bigger body midfielder, so we won't be taking him lightly. And as you said by Johannesson, he comes off that back flank and provides that run. Just need to make sure we've got some pressure on him so he doesn't do that all the time.
Beautiful. Now, Lady, we talked last week about the footage where you nearly killed me over in Port Adelaide in 2007. Haven't been able to find it as yet. It's a VHS tape. We're going through the old catalogue, but it is coming, Tiger fans. Lady's desperate to get the footage on.
I am.
Yeah, he is. Good luck, Lady,
Thank
this
you.
week. That's it, Tiger fans. That's been the spotlight on round 2. Get to the G, our first home game for the year. Saturday afternoon, 1:45. We'll see you there.